Alhamdulillah, my name is Alhaji Cham. I'm President West Coast Poultry Farmers Association. Yeah, this is a regional poultry conference organized by the West Coast Poultry Farmers. The objective of the conference was to bring together the farmers we have within the region and then at least to help them understand the basic of poultry farming. That was why the whole day today took us to talk about poultry management, biosecurity in poultry farming, disease and control of poultry, and also feed and feed formulation of poultry. So these were the key points that we discussed the whole day today. This was to help our farmers to be able to understand the basis when you want to venture into poultry farming. So far, we have achieved a lot as far as the association is concerned because we were divided, scattered all over the region, and we were able to bring them together under one umbrella, whereas we now have what we call a chain work. In last year, June, we had the launching, whereas a good number of them attended, and from then onwards, a good number of them has come on board, registering with the association. Now, knowledge sharing is very key, which we are doing. We have a general platform, whereas farmers will always communicate their problems, challenges, and the constraint they had. Therefore, immediately one put in his or her problem in the page, within a minute, somebody else will respond or give the individual directives what to do or where to go. So in a nutshell, it has benefited and it is continuing benefiting the farmers within the region. It is something very vital because looking at poultry, there is no losses. If only you don't know, but there is no losses. Starting from the waste product, egg, and meat. It creates a lot of opportunities, basically employment, in no small number. One may see it as small, but having 2 people, 3 people in a farm, it is a gain. And this is what we are realizing. Like I personally talking to you, I cannot tell you when last I buy an egg from a shop. Talk less of buying meat at the shop. I only depend on fresh eggs, and there are many of my kind. Those who are having bigger farms that I do than I do. So, in a nutshell, the benefits are many. It creates employment. It also creates economic growth because sometimes you look at the way things are going. Like for me, I worked, I earn salaries, but alongside with my poultry, I'm making money, and my family is also benefiting a lot. And there are many, as far as West Coast poultry farmers is concerned, who are employed 50 people, 100, 150 and above, which I have seen myself. So therefore, it is helping government to reduce the unemployment among youth. So it is very important. You know, there are many who thinks that the only way forward is to be in the office. But everybody have an office. Where you work is your office. Gambia college graduating agricultural students every year. If proper measures are taken, redirecting efforts, there are a good number of them that can benefit. And in fact, the Gambia college has a poultry house. I'm not sure whether students are prioritizing being in the poultry sector or not, but they have a poultry house which they use as practical purposes. So if anyone interested, the Gambia College can play a key role by making sure that they redirect their efforts if students are not in particular concentrating on poultry farming, which for me, agriculture is very vast, but the poultry sector, which is one of its components, students can make best use of it. Well, thank you. That's very important because even this morning I was discussing with people. I told them if I had the will and the power, I would restructure the curriculum, the school education policy, the curriculum, and the syllabus. What I mean by that is just to answer your question that, practical actions are needed. Many, as you said, they think agriculture is all about going back to the farm. It's just like going to your office because that officer who is maybe a lawyer or who is a doctor, medical doctor, or who is there as the Minister of Finance or whatever, is the same thing. So it is the belief and the miscalculation that we had among our societies. But agriculture is the key, to me, is the key to our lives. Whatever we are doing, if agriculture is not given the priority we should, definitely we will struggle. And that is why Gambia, we are struggling. If you look at developed countries today, they prioritize agriculture. And it is through agriculture that you can have a better livelihood. Whereas you eat good food, standard food, and there you gain your health, a better health, because good food gives you better health. But then looking at the situation of the Gambia, you are very correct. Many young people, they only see agriculture as a means of making money for the poor. They don't see it as for the rich. And not knowing the richest people in the world, or some of the richest people in the world, are people in the agri sector. These are farmers. Farmers in many, many countries, in many corners of the world, are among the richest people. You go to developed countries, the farmers that feed the nation. And a small nation like the Gambia, we cannot feed ourselves. Not like we don't have the lands, not like we don't have the waters, we have everything. So it's just a matter of redirecting our efforts and making sure also policies are reviewed to shoot our young people and to give them more motivation and encouragement to venture into agriculture. That's the way forward for us. Very well. This is like I always said it. This is not one person's show. This should be like what we call collaborative effort from Carton to Kwena to cover the length and breadth of the country. Because you alone cannot do it. I alone cannot do it. When we come together, we share knowledge, we share experience. We will be able to reach where we want to. But you alone, when we separate ourselves, when we divide ourselves, the work becomes very difficult. But when we come together, it will be easier for all of us, and we make sure resources can be mobilized effectively. And like you said, the education aspect of it will become also very effective, because the target should be what? The youth, the young people of this country. And life goes on. But as the saying goes, divided we fall. And if we allow you to be on your side, I be on my side, another person be on his side or her side, then we don't go anywhere. And what are we now saying? That brings everything in a total collapse. So I will definitely support seeing different groups or associations coming together to form one, because the goal is one. Yeah, first of all, we need to identify ourselves. Anybody who is interested, like you said before, collaboration is effective and is very essential. Whereas those people who wants to come on board, our association is very open. The doors are very open. It's not closed to anyone. And any other group or association that want us to partner together and work together is also very open. And then I'm telling them agriculture is the key to our success. Our solution is in agriculture. Employment, economic gains, food and food security, and whatever we talked about as far as our livelihoods are concerned. Agriculture is the way forward. Our solutions, we can only have them through agriculture. So young people, old people, generally any Gambian who want to venture, we are ready to partner with you. We are ready to work with you to make Gambia brighter as far as agri is concerned. Well, to say a big thank you, focus on agriculture, that this is a milestone towards food self-sufficiency that everybody in the Gambia, every reasonable and concerned Gambian is working towards. So we say a big thanks to focus on agriculture, and hope that we will come together and make agriculture brighter and more beneficial to everyone who is interested. So on that note, I will say a big thank you to focus on agriculture once again. Thank you.